Yo, what's going on, gang? It's that black guy, the black guy, back again with another banger video for y'all. And in this video, we're gonna talk about. It's not really gonna be that long of a story. It's just a little short, sweet story that I had. I was thinking of the other day, and I was like, oh shit, like, this will make a cool little video. So it's gonna be about the time me and my friends hotboxed the subway train. So without further ado, let's get right into this bitch. And this story took place last November. So that was 2021, right? Yeah. Last November 2021, it was a music festival I went to called Rolling Loud. If you ever been to Rolling Loud, that shit is fire, nigga. Oh my god, Rolling Loud is so lit. But this was the last day of the festival. It was like it's like a Saturday. It was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday type shit. And obviously at the end of the festival, shit just ended. Everyone's fucking kind of sad the festival's over. We got to go back to our regular deck list shit type shit. Like this whole weekend we was all turned up doing drugs or whatever. And I made a video about this, Rolling Loud Shenanigans. Made that shit like a month or two ago. Feel me? That's just in the channel. I have a whole playlist for it. So it's a 3-part little mini series about all the dumb shit we did at Rolling Loud that year. But if you want to watch it, I'll leave the link in the description and all that. So let's just continue with the story. All right. So we was crossfaded. We was getting drinks and shit. We was smoking the whole time. We rolled up for this weekend, bro. We rolled up maybe 20 blunts. 20 blunts. We smoked one every couple hours, bro. Shit was pretty fire. But it was just annoying trying to hide them and sneak them in because there was it's 2021 and they're still feeling about niggas bringing weed to a concert. Come on now. This shit's legal in damn near every state at this point. You're fiending. You know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. So we had 3-4 blunts left over from the weekend, and we're on the train station, and we're all fucking kind of coming down. We was off the blow. Obviously, it was a concert. You feel me? It was getting turned. So we were coming off the blow, and niggas couldn't just bust out the bag and do it in the middle of the subway with mad niggas there. You feel me? So we're coming down. We're kind of on some sad shit. We're like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I need something to bring me back up. I feel like I'm about to knock the fuck out. So my boy, what should I name this nigga? I'm just gonna name him Rob. My boy Rob, he has the blunts in his bag, and he's wearing a clear bag because for the Rolling Loud thing, they had a strict rule where you had to have clear bags. You couldn't bring a bag that you couldn't see through, so they could, obviously see what's in the bag, because niggas be bringing Glocks and shit like weirdos. So feel me? I see the blunt in his bag. I'm peeking from the corner of my eye. I'm like, yo, I nudge him. I'm like, yo, Rob, feel me? You got them blunts in your bag, boy. Might as well finish it. It's the last day. We about to go home type shit. And he's like, oh shit, you right. And he's taking it out of his bag, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, at first I'm not really saying nothing. I'm like, I think he's just taking it out just to take it out. And then he takes out a lighter too. He's like, so I should just do it right here. At first I'm looking at him like, yo, bro, you laced? And my other two friends, they're not really paying attention. They're just sitting there in front of us. We're both standing, and they're sitting in front of us. We're standing over them. So it's they're just sitting there with their heads down, low key, just kind of with their eyes closed, just vibing. So I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me. We're both just staring at each other for a good 5-10 seconds. And I'm looking around, sort of gauge the fucking the atmosphere type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to set the tone. You know what I mean? I'm looking around let me see if there's some ops in here. You never know who could be in that motherfucking train. So I'm looking around, and most people I see, everyone looks like they just came back from the fucking concert all dirty and sweaty. And I noticed everyone has the wristband on that you get for the Rolling Loud for the 3-day pass. You wear a wristband you have to keep on so you can come in every day. So once I see that maybe 9 out of 10 people in the cart that we're in has a fucking wristband, I'm like, alright bro, fuck it, just light it up. And he's like, alright, bet, fuck it. He doesn't have to say it at all. As soon as I say alright, bet, I give him the green light, he sparks this shit up and he's ready for it. And as soon as he lit it and took the first pee, that shit just started boofing. The whole subway, everyone just turned their heads. My two friends, they were down with their eyes closed. They just looked straight up at us like fucking deer in headlights. They're like, holy shit, we doing this right here, right now, let's get it. They were ready. And so was everyone else apparently, because we started doing it and people were looking at us kind of whispering to each other. And as we're doing it, we're just talking to each other. We're like, fuck it, bro. Niggas just gonna stare. Obviously we're smoking in the middle of a train. Obviously niggas are gonna look, just ignore them, you feel me? So we're just doing what we gotta do, finishing this blunt. And then 2 or 3, it's a group of 2 or 3 people to our kind of on the opposite side of the cart, and they're just grilling us. And I'm not really thinking nothing of it, but, you know, I'm sort of looking at them because, you know, I'm in New York, you feel me? Like, usually if people stare at you for more than a couple seconds, you might have a problem, you know what I'm talking about? So I'm looking at them just in case, you know, shit's about to go down. And then I see one of the kids in their group, he's like pulling something out of his pocket. And I'm grilling him. I'm like, oh shit, this shit's about to turn up. Like, what's up? I'm ready. So I see him pulling some shit out of his pocket, and I see him put a blunt in his mouth. I'm like, oh shit, they about to light up too. So, you know, I'm relieved at this point. I'm like, I bet I didn't want to have to throw hands really, because I'm in no state to really be fighting niggas. Like, I'm fucking sauced. You know what I mean? So, you know, they're looking at each other for a couple seconds, and they're looking at us, and my friend passing me the blunt, I'm just smoking that shit, bro. I'm blowing O's, nigga, like, literally. I was literally doing smoke tricks with this shit. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I was just hype I was smoking something, you know? So I'm sitting there doing smoke tricks, and they're looking at me, they're like, all right, bro, fuck it. If they're smoking, then I'm gonna smoke too. And they light they shit up. And as soon as they light they shit up, you know, my friend, what I name this nigga? My friend Rob, he's a pretty hype guy. So as soon as he sees them light it up, he just starts yelling at them across the cart. He's like, yeah, bro, smoke that, yeah, yo, side puff pass. He's just gassing the shit, and everyone's sort of looking around. I mean, there's niggas chuckling, obviously, you know, like, no one really cares. Everyone that was on the cart was basically like from Rolling Loud, so they're all smoking weed, doing some sort of drug, you know what I mean? So niggas didn't really give that much of a fuck. Everyone was laughing to each other. There was one dude that was sitting there with a big ass book bag on, just blasting music. So it was basically felt like we were in the concert still. So we're all just vibing and shit. And once we get to one stop, I wasn't even really paying attention to everyone on the train at this point. I was just talking to my friends, vibing, bumping to the music dude was blasting. You should know, chilling. The shit was pretty lit. And then once we get to the next stop, like the immediate next stop, some lady comes out, and bro, she's literally yelling at niggas. She's like, move, because it was packed as fuck, and everyone was just sitting there just like talking, vibing, just like doing whatever the fuck. And she was pissed. She was like, move, get out the way, move, fiending to get out the cart. And I was confused at first. I was like, why is she going so hard? Like, it's just weed, bro. Like, we all grown ass adults. It's not that serious. Come to find out, she's, you know, rolling around with a stroller with a whole ass like 2-year-old baby type shit. So after I saw that, you know, I kind of sort of felt like an asshole. But listen, man, it's not that real. Yeah, like the weed smoke's gonna kill the baby. You feel me? Like, he's gonna get a little smacked. You know, he gonna be a little hungry, boy. Give him some Gerber. Fuck you talking about? So yeah, we continued smoking. We finished the blunt, and he was gonna light another one, but I was like, nah, bro, just wait a little bit, because at that point, bro, the fucking whole train was boofing, and there was still people coming in and out the train. So every time someone would come in the train, bro, they would just go immediately to the side exit and just go into the other cart. They did not want anything to do with us and our antics. It was pretty fucking lit. We basically just had the whole cart to ourselves. All the concert goers, we just had a whole cart to ourselves, just boofing it. So, you know, we're on the train for another like 10-15 minutes, just like breathing in straight up boof smoke. And we get to our stop, and we come out, and we're basically just sitting there because we have to wait for another train, because we have to transfer to another train. So we're walking to the other side of the train station to get to the other train. And at this point, we're like, he's looking on his phone because he has the MTA time on his phone, and he's like, yo, bro, this train is gonna take like a good 15 minutes to get here type shit. So at this point, we're just standing there at the fucking train track. We're like, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, just light up another fucking blunt. There's literally nobody here. We were looking around, bro, it was empty. There was no one there, not a soul to be seen. So we thought we were in the fucking clear. We're like, alright, fuck it, just light up another blunt, bro. It's just us. We're vibing, bro. Like, if anything, if one person comes down, bro, it's 1-on-4. Like, we could just fucking beat that nigga ass if he's fiending that badly. But that did not end up happening. So he lights it. We're smoking it for maybe like a good 2-3 minutes. We only get like maybe a third of the way through. I only got it, I'll say maybe this was the second rotation through. And, you know, we're just chilling, minding our own business. Niggas on their phone and shit. And all of a sudden we hear a door open. There was like a side, the emergency exit. You know those emergency exits where niggas open their emergency exits to help other people get through without paying the MTA fare. Like that emergency exit. Like, I heard that shit open. And when I heard it at first, I was like, alright, someone probably just came in, like some random dude trying to get on a train, feel me? But, you know, I turn around, you know, I'm curious. I'm just like, you know, just in case, I'll just turn around and look to see who it is. So I turn around, and tell me why the nigga has a whole badge, a whole hat on, nigga. He got the whole fucking fitted, the whole navy blue fit, like the whole NYPD fit. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm literally just sitting there like Scooby-Doo Ruh-Roh. I'm like, oh no, brother. So I'm dapping, I'm nudging fucking Rob. I'm like, yo bro, niggas like the ops is here. And he looks, as soon as he sees him, bro, he tosses the blunt on the train track and just starts dipping. He starts sprinting, doesn't say a word. He just tosses the blunt and just starts sprinting. I'm like, okay. So I just start following him. Then my other two boys, they're a little slow. They're sauced as fuck. So I kind of have to help them. I'm like, yo, like, because they're not really aware of what's going on there. Like, my one friend, should I even name him? We're going to name him Jose, I guess. My one friend, Jose, bro, he's fucking gone. He could barely walk. That's why he was sitting the whole time. Like, he could barely stand. And the cop wasn't really, like, chasing us. Like, he was kind of like, hey, like, he was trying to call us over there. And, like, my friend, this nigga Rob, was having none of it. He said, yeah, nah, because he has priors. He's like a whole... he be selling drugs and shit. Like, he don't want nothing to do with cops. Like, the cops is like his most hated thing in the world is like probably the police, truthfully. Like, a nigga like Al Qaeda, the fucking NYPD is like, he hates them more than Al Qaeda, my nigga. Like, it's crazy. I don't know, he got a personal vendetta with the police or something, but it's none of my business. So he's sprinting. I'm trying to help these niggas out. I'm like, yo, bro, like, we gotta bounce. Like, this cop is right here, like, and we got drugs on us type shit. So, once I say, like, there's cops here, like, these niggas sober the fuck up real fast, and they start trying to run, but, they look like they off the Xanny when they run and type shit. That's how they were running, like they're off of Xan, but they weren't. They were just drunk as fuck. So, we're just sprinting, and we ended up leaving the train, and we ran into, like, a Dunkin' Donuts or something, like, around the block or some shit. And we're just vibing in the Dunkin' Donuts. We're just waiting for, like, the smoke to clear type shit. Making sure the cop didn't come out the fucking train station to look for us, and he didn't. We were vibing. We were a little paranoid still, though. So, yeah, really, that's kind of the end of the story. After that, we just chilled in the Dunkin' Donuts. I think I went in the bathroom. I maybe did a line or two, just to, like, wake myself up. But other than that, we just called an Uber home because we wasn't waiting for the train at that point. We did not want to go back in that train station. So, I think we just called an Uber home, and that shit was, like, $40-$50. So, yeah, that was fire. But yeah, that's the end of this video. If you like the video, you know what to do. Comment, subscribe. And, thanks for the support on the videos. My view count's been going up, and, it's motivated me to make more content. So, feel me? Thank you. And I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.